you. You're the driver of the vehicle. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm asking you to make contact with me on the other side of the vehicle so I can talk with you, okay? 99 traffic, 4799 traffic.
99 traffic, 1855.
Okay. You're under arrest, open the door.
Mike, stop, use this end.
You're under arrest, open the door.
Incarcerated for.
What are you being what?
What am I being incarcerated for?
You're not being incarcerated. You're being arrested for DUI.
I'm an influence, sir.
Okay.
Yourself if you are being detained and not under arrest.
Who, us?
No, like this guy right here. Does he have to identify himself if he is only being detained and not?
Cops often believe their badge puts them above everyone else, but arrogance has consequences. In one case, a dirty cop gets humbled when he faces a criminal, showing how quickly power can slip away. These encounters reveal what happens when abuse of authority collides with real resistance, and justice finds a way to strike back in the most unexpected places. At the start of 2023 in Lancaster, Ohio, a simple traffic quarrel turned into a full show. Judith had a small crash, and a police officer saw it, but instead of dealing with it right away, he chose to follow the truck and pull them over. Of course, because when you witness a physical attack, the most urgent thing is to check license plates. But this was only the beginning.
He refuses to talk to me. He tells me, forget you, I ain't identifying myself to you, and that's where we're at now.
Okay. Damage on that vehicle?
Just a mirror, touching mirrors. Sheriff's deputy, I'm not sure where he came from. He must have been behind me or close to me, because then he comes down here. They refuse to identify, and then he calls supervisor in.
So she's refusing to identify herself.
As well as there's a passenger in the back. They're recording, as well as the gentleman in the passenger
and that's
side.
not her plate, right?
Correct.
So she's refusing to identify herself.
Right. He's refusing to identify himself.
Okay, as far as him right now, let's not worry about him. Let's worry about her.
She's being the driver. Yep.
No plate on the vehicle.
No plate on the vehicle. Yep, that's what we got.
Hey, Walker. So let's get her out of the vehicle.
Okay.
She refuses to come out with. All right. Well, we'll get in the vehicle. We'll pull her out, 2-5 her.
Okay.
She's not cooperating with
Okay.
us. And we'll take.
The patrol quickly decided that the driver and passengers were refusing to give identification. Instead of recognizing their civil right to stay silent until speaking with a lawyer, the officers saw it all as a threat. What's their plan here? Well, why respect the law when it's easier to start planning how to pull people out of the car right away? From that moment, the situation began to escalate.
There's no plates on the vehicle.
Okay.
My next problem is I hope she doesn't try to take off on us because
Right.
just because she's not pinned in or anything. So
I'm in front of her. I can.
yeah. Once you have your guy, we'll block her from going anywhere. Jonesy, you can probably pull up a little bit closer, maybe. That way she doesn't take off running on us. That's good. That's good. I'm not gonna walk between the cars there. Watch yourself, Jonesy.
Yep.
All right. That's good.
Sergeant Thurston entered the scene like a great hero. He tried to talk with Judith, but she didn't roll down her window. His conclusion? If a woman refused to speak right away, well, it's time to break the glass because, you know, in America, refusing to talk to a cop instantly automatically means you're suspected of starting a coup. What happened next would soon show why so many people no longer trusted the police.
Hi there. My name's Sergeant Thurston. Ma'am, I'm talking to you. You're the driver. Ma'am, I'm asking you to roll the window down to speak with me. You're the driver of this vehicle. Can you open the door so I can talk to you? Open the door. Open the door. Ma'am, I'm trying to speak with you. Okay. 1 second here. Ma'am, I'm trying to speak with you. You're the driver of the vehicle. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm asking you to make contact with me on the other side of the vehicle so I can talk with you, okay?
That window
Ma'am,
don't
can you
work.
step out of the vehicle so I can
That
speak with
window
you?
Don't work.
Ma'am,
That
I'm asking you to
window
speak.
don't work.
Ma'am, I
Are
will
you
be
not
breaking the
listening
window
to me?
and asking,
That
pulling you out.
Thurston kept repeating the "open the door" command over and over again. His negotiation tactic was simple: threats, threats, and more threats. The law clearly said that a driver had the right to know the reason for the stop before opening the door. But here, if you didn't cooperate right away, they were ready to show you exactly what the American version of freedom looked like.
The vehicle
Not working. She
if
is
you
not
don't
getting out of her
cooperate.
vehicle. We are allowed to be
Ma'am,
securing our personal
I'm asking
papers
you
and
to
effects
open the door
by
on
the
that
Fourth
side.
Amendment constitutional right. Do you not understand that?
Ma'am,
You
I'm
took
asking
an
you for
oath
an
to uphold
identification.
and protect. Now.
Open the door, I'm going to break the window. I'm going to break the window and assist you out of the vehicle. You either open the door and speak to me. Open the door and speak to me. I'm asking you to identify yourself. You have a driver's license. Ma'am, you're the...
The officers noticed there might have been a child in the back seat, but that didn't slow them down. Instead of assessing the risk and calling Child Protection Services, they went on with their plan for a violent entry. Ironically, they justified it all by saying that they only wanted to identify the driver. Yes, because smashing windows and spraying pepper spray was surely the fastest way to get a driver's license.
I'm talking to you. I'm asking you to open the door and speak to me. I'm not going to continue asking you. I'm going to break your window and assist you out of the vehicle. I'm asking you to open the door. Ma'am, I need a driver's license.
Sorry, he's asking if they want they can deploy OC into the car.
Give me 1
I've got a
second.
small-
47, copy a VIN number, please.
I reran it.
No?
Yep,
Okay.
I ran it.
Go ahead.
Disregard, I believe, 1429 ran it.
Yep.
Walker?
He's asking if
In the background, they talked about whether to use batons or pepper spray as if they were choosing appetizers at a restaurant. Not once did they consider that the law required only proportional force. No, for them, this was just routine because officers like these were used to being above the law and, of course, never punished for their awful behavior.
he wants OC deployed into the window.
Hey,
There's somebody in the back seat. I don't know if it's a child.
one second here, Chris.
Is it a child or a man?
It's a male.
Younger. He's not real old. He's not real old. He's a young boy.
47. We have another unit can assist down here.
I just heard you on. Located 159 or either of you able to hear assistance.
47 to 1187. See what stuff is out.
The plan grew more serious: shut down traffic, block the road, and set up a small war scene. And all of this came from one minor crash and a refusal to show an ID. Did any of these officers stop to think that the law required a proportional response? Of course not. They acted like it was all a battlefield, and just when it seemed over the top, the show was far from finished.
Go ahead. It wouldn't hurt.
So, do we need a baton at this point? What
Well,
are we
you have
crack
one.
them? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. We have a sovereign citizen type person.
push that right into the window. It'll shatter.
Perfect.
All right.
What is it, like a little clicker?
I think so.
Push it into the window, it'll shatter.
I've got the window breaker at the end too.
Okay.
You want to hold that down?
Yep.
The officers discussed how they would enter the vehicle. There were 3 people inside, but to them it was as if they were facing a dangerous gang. They talked about sovereign citizens as if everyone inside was a terrorist. They even planned to use pepper spray on the minors sitting in the back seat. I know you think these officers weren't acting normally, but believe me, you haven't seen anything yet.
So we've got the stop 6 behind the vehicle there, the tire, so we can where's Malone? Is he here yet?
Jones.
So here's the plan. We got 3 people in the car. Okay, let's
You want me to shut it down?
I want you to shut it down, yep. 47, 1187, would just shut the westbound traffic down right there. Shut the block off.
The worst part came when one officer spoke over the radio with full confidence. Just listen to how he described their refusal to show ID, as if they were the most dangerous criminals ever. Strange, isn't it, how all these officers once swore at the start of their careers to protect the constitutional rights of all citizens, and now look at them.
Tried to identify the driver of the refusing. We're going to make entry into the vehicle. Hey, don't get between the cars. So what was that you back here?
Yeah, what do we got going on? He's not coming out.
Then there's 3 people in the car, 2 males, 1 female driver. Refused to identify themselves. They're saying they're holding up papers saying they're sovereign citizens. We're going to make entry into the front, get the driver out, and then we'll. I'd like to hook the front passenger up for obstructing with us.
I've got the window breaker, so I'm going to go ahead and
We're
crack
going
her
to take
window.
driver out first, right?
I'll take
Yep.
Yeah.
So I need. I'll wait for Malone to get here, but looks like they're going to have less lethal. But I'm going to. We need to have some.
The police decided that she was going to go to jail for obstruction. In their interpretation, obstruction simply meant you didn't do what they wanted right away. Of course, you did not need to be a legal expert to know that obstruction was a secondary offense and you cannot be jailed for it. Still, these officers followed their own version of the law, and that's what exactly made them so dangerous.
Once we're going to have to get her out, and he's got a knife, is what one of the guys said. That's why I want someone to be covered.
Gotcha. The male does.
Hold on. Stop right there, stop right there, stop right there. Stop right there. There you go. Come on.
Tell you what I told him.
We're gonna listen here, guys. I'm gonna go on the other side with somebody and have cover. I don't want any crossfire, so I need. She's refusing to open the door, not complying. Break the window. We're gonna pull her out and do what we need to do to get her out. She's seat buckled in.
Back window. Hey, Mike.
We're gonna have to get her out.
After planning their tactic for who knows how many minutes, the officers teamed up like cowards, because of course they would never act this way alone. It was easy to play the hero when surrounded by cops holding guns. But what they did next was even worse. They put the child in the back seat in real danger, and they didn't care at all.
Mike, stop. You sit there.
You're under arrest. Open the door.
Step out! You're getting hosed! Step out now! Step out now!
Step it out.
What are you doing?
You're under arrest. Step out of the vehicle now. Step out of the vehicle now.
Name
OC,
and badge
OC, OC.
Name and
OC,
badge
OC.
number.
Step out now. OC. Step out now.
47, do you advise paramedic?
Number.
Step out. You're gonna run out of air. Step out.
You're trying to kidnap us.
Step out of
Step out of the car!
Step out of the vehicle over here.
Step out now!
Step out.
Not only did the officers smash the window, but they also used pepper spray. By law, police were allowed to do these things only when they were in danger. Now you tell me, did this scene look like they were in danger? Of course not. But for them, the real threat seemed to be when someone hurts their ego and refuses to hand over an ID, even when the law gave them that right.
Exit the vehicle now!
They're trying to kidnap us.
Get out!
Get your neck on this.
Hey! Let go of the
Hands back!
Stay over there. Get up.
Put your hands behind your back. You are under arrest. Hands behind your back. You're under arrest.
Open up. Bring him out. Step out. Keep your hands up.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting. I'm not fighting.
You are under arrest. Do not resist
I'm not
arrest.
resisting.
You're under arrest. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. You're under
No,
arrest.
I'm not resisting. I'm not. Hey, don't treat my 15-year-old like that. He's not doing anything.
Give me 1 second.
Be quiet. You're under arrest.
None of us are
Be quiet.
resisting.
You're under arrest.
None of us are resisting. None of us are resisting. You guys are attacking us.
1420, sort of medic, OC.
They got them. They're coming.
Oh, that's the title.
The police called it all routine procedure, and in reality, it was an example of disproportionate force and abuse of power. When the law said minimal necessary force, these guys read it as maximum available force. They twisted the rules to fit their own actions and called it normal. And if this didn't make your blood boil already, what followed would push the outrage to an even higher level.
47.
We need.
We have 3 detained. Clear 99 traffic.
On my wrist.
I'm gonna ask for a second medic.
All right.
I'll get it.
You got it?
You got it. Okay.
47.
But
That's too tight on my
We
wrist.
need a second medic, please.
I'm asking you to please do. I told you my raise. You are under arrest.
Somebody's axe on.
That's fine. Ma'am, what is your name? Ma'am?
My wallet. Judith.
Judith, this should have never happened. You hear me? This should have never happened. You should have cooperated with us.
Yeah, we got medic.
I'm not getting up. I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to stay on my side so I can.
Do you have her ID?
Right here.
Okay.
So let me go.
I'll get it, Jimmy. Yep.
The officers explained that they had sprayed 3 people with pepper spray and that they needed a checkup. Yet they said it with complete indifference, as if they were doing nothing more than a routine car service. Instead of understanding the seriousness of the injuries they had caused themselves, they treated it as just a side effect of their tactics. See for yourself how little they cared.
People need them checked out. So they're not cooperative. They're like sovereign citizens type people. So pepper spray. We got 3 people, 1 female and 2 males. So, hey, do me a favor, Mr. Reimer. Don't come down this way for me, all right?
I wanted to. You know,
I
when
know.
the motherfucker talking all that shit, I said, you was tough up there when you sprayed me in the face instead of getting out.
All right, do me a favor.
All right, I will. I'll stay back there.
Actually,
My truck's behind
yep,
you.
just go ahead and sit in your truck. We'll come and get you.
Judith and her husband were arrested and charged with obstruction, assault, and disobedience. At this point, it no longer even mattered who was at fault for the crash or whether they should have received a fine. These dirty cops get humbled when they face so-called criminals because instead of showing true authority, they show how long they could fail just to protect their ego. Sadly, they weren't the only ones, so let's talk about how another driver who treated police with respect and still ended up in jail. A driver from Maine was traveling through Vermont when he was stopped by Officer Chapman. The reason? He had hit the rumble strip on the road. Instead of using the Fifth Amendment and staying silent, he tried to be polite and explained everything. Unfortunately, that was exactly what the officer had been waiting for.
Hello, Amherst Police. You're being audio and video recorded. Do you have your license and registration?
I do have this, sir. It's in my glove box. No weapons.
Okay. Where are you coming from tonight?
Maine.
Oh, you're coming from Maine?
Yeah, I'm going to visit my friend and my father.
Whereabouts?
Brattleboro, Vermont, sir.
Vermont. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have paperwork. I pulled over because the lights were so bright.
Oh, okay. The reason I stopped you... Yeah, the headlights?
Yes, sir. That's why I pulled over.
Okay.
I figured, let's...
Do you have the registration on you?
In my glove box, sir.
Okay.
No weapons.
Okay.
The driver, without thinking, gave information that was never asked: where he came from, where he was going, even that he had no weapons. To Chapman, it sounded like music. He only needed to ask more questions and build suspicion. The U.S. law clearly said a citizen was not required to answer questions except to provide identification, and the only mistake this man made during the stop was that he did not know his rights.
I just went through eye surgery, so that's why I pulled over, because I don't usually drive at night.
Yeah.
I found the headlights to be too bright.
Gotcha. The reason I stopped you is because you hit the rumble strip there.
I did, sir, because
of the lights.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the registration?
Right here, sir.
Which one is it? Can you pull it out for me?
Yes, sir. I just figured I'd be courteous.
What's that?
I just figured I'd be courteous and pull over, let somebody pass me.
Oh, okay. And you live at Garden Way?
11 Garden Way,
Okay.
Maine.
Is that where you just came from?
Yes, sir.
Did you stop anywhere?
I get gas. I believe it was in Portsmouth.
Portsmouth?
I put $20 in gas.
Okay. When was the last time you had a drink of alcohol?
Negative. Just Gatorade, sir.
No. When was the last time?
Today is, it's Friday night.
Yep.
Wednesday.
You haven't had anything to drink before you left tonight?
No, sir.
Okay.
Just haven't brushed my teeth.
Just haven't brushed your teeth.
No,
okay. Would you mind doing a couple tests for me to make sure you're okay to drive?
Chapman immediately ordered him to step out of the car. Instead of saying, "I invoke my rights," the driver agreed and even showed papers about his eye surgery. In American law, this was a classic trap. Every act of cooperation was seen by the officer as weakness, not goodwill. So if you still thought that being fair and polite with the police meant everything would go smoothly, you're about to see a very different truth.
Okay, if I can just have you step out here.
Yeah, forgive me, I'm unbuckled, but
Yep.
I have paperwork right here, sir.
For what?
Eyes.
Oh, for your eyes.
I just went through eye surgery.
Yeah, but you're okay to drive?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Okay. That's all I really care about.
No, by all means, sir.
Right back here.
Yes, sir.
One set them out, Tess. Let me just shut off the flashing lights. That way it'll help everybody see. If you just want to stand over there, people tend to not move over very far. $110 out, Tess. All right, I'm gonna have you stand over here and face me away from the lights of the cars, okay? I just want...
Which way you want? Which way?
Right here, yep.
Okay.
So for this test, I just want you to keep your feet together and your hands down by your sides, okay?
Sorry, military raised, I keep them behind my back.
Okay.
Next came the eye tracking test. The man explained that he had cataract surgery and that the light bothered his eyes. But Chapman insisted he follow the pen. Legally, this was already a problem. When a medical condition prevented the test, the result was invalid. The officer knew this, but the test was only an excuse to confirm what he had already decided.
I want you to watch the tip of my pen here with your eyes and your eyes only. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't move your head at all. Just watch with your eyes. And you just had surgery, you said?
Cataracts and laser surgeries.
Okay. And so you don't wear contacts or anything?
I got a prescription. I got to purchase them, sir.
Okay. But you can see the pen just fine here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Forgive me, now I'm cold.
You're cold.
Yeah, I had the heat on.
It's like 80 degrees outside.
I know, right, yeah.
The driver nervously apologized and offered, "You can search my car." That was mistake number 2. The Fourth Amendment protected against searches without a warrant. But if you invite the officer in, well, that becomes permission. Chapman didn't even need to ask to search the vehicle. It was enough that this man was so scared, he handed over his rights on a silver platter.
Yep. Keep an eye on the pen.
I'm sorry. You spoke, so yeah.
No, I didn't say anything.
Well, you said, yeah. You're welcome to search my vehicle, sir.
No, I don't want to search your vehicle. I just want to make sure that you're okay to drive, and you're telling me that you haven't had anything to drink.
I haven't, sir.
But you smell like you've been drinking.
You're more than welcome to search my vehicle, sir.
Why would I search your vehicle if I think that you've been drinking?
I haven't. I'm
Yeah.
stating that I haven't.
Yeah.
In at least 24 to 48 hours.
Okay.
Just haven't brushed my teeth, sir.
Okay.
I have paperwork for my eyes.
I don't need any paperwork for your eyes.
Just trying to be a...
Chapman said that the driver smelled of alcohol, even though there was no proof. Interestingly, the law required probable cause for further testing. Here, the only evidence was that the man talked too much and seemed nervous. But in the American police playbook, that was more than enough to begin the sobriety show. And what came next would push this staged performance to a whole new level.
Yeah, okay.
I'm heading to Brattleboro in month, so
Yeah,
to see my father and a female friend.
Okay.
My birthday is 8/22/83.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, he's going to jail. That's way too much information. And you can hear in the officer's voice that he's having a field day. He's like, I got this guy. He's just giving me whatever I want. If you don't know your rights, they're going to use that fact against you.
My birthday is 8/22/83.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need you to ramble off random stuff.
This was a little odd.
What's that? What's
I
odd?
just pulled over to be polite because like the lights were too
Yeah. Yep.
That's all it was, sir.
Yeah. So, and like I said, the reason I stopped you is because you hit the rumble strip. So,
I did sir. On the left.
Yep, on the left. There's no rumble strip on the right.
Yep, the middle lane.
Yep. Well, there's no.
The driver was forced to do the walk-and-turn test. He explained that his ankle had been broken several times, but Chapman insisted. The irony? According to the NHTSA rules, standardized field sobriety tests should not be done on people with orthopedic problems. In other words, the test was invalid from the very start, but Chapman wasn't interested in rules. What he wanted were handcuffs.
Middle lane, there's the yellow line.
You understand what I'm saying, sir.
Yeah.
No, I did, sir.
Okay. For this next test, I'm going to have you stand over here.
Where's over here?
Right here.
Okay.
Face that way.
Yes, sir.
I want you to put your right foot in front of your left foot, okay?
Right foot in front of my left foot.
Yeah, hands down by your sides. Do you have anything wrong with...
I've broken my ankles before, sir.
Are they broken right now?
Negative.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Unemployment? See, that's another piece of information the cop has put in his mental Rolodex to build a case against this guy.
Okay. I'm going to have you put your hands down by your sides, okay?
Yes, sir.
When I tell you to start, I want you to take 9 heel-to-toe steps.
9?
9.
Okay.
Counting out loud like this. 1,
Understood.
2, 3, till you get to 9.
Can I hold my hands out like
I
this?
need you to listen to what I'm saying, okay?
May I hold my
Nope.
hands out?
No, I'm gonna have you keep your hands down to your sides, okay?
sir.
Take 9 steps out. Once you get to 9, I want you to take a series of steps like this in a circle. Then 9 steps.
Heel to toe, correct?
Yeah, 9 steps out, heel to toe. Once you get to 9, I want you to take
2, 3.
Hold on. Don't start till I tell you to.
Sorry, sir.
The unlucky driver asked to take a breath test instead of doing gymnastics on the road, but it was too late. Chapman was already forcing him to walk 9 steps forward, then 9 steps back. The man did it, counting clearly and correctly, but the officer still threw in extra instructions just to confuse him. Do you see it now that this was nothing but an excuse?
I want you to put your feet back where I told you.
Yep.
When you get to 9, I want you to take a series of short steps in a circle.
1 moment, sir. Fogs.
Okay. You feel better without?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hands down by
Hands down by your sides. Don't start till I tell you to.
I'm sorry, sir.
I've only explained half the test to you,
You
so.
said 9 steps, heel to toe.
Yep. And then once you get to 9, I want you to take a series of steps like this in a circle till you face back the way that you came.
Understood.
Take 9 heel to toe steps back, counting out loud like this. 1, 2, 3, till you get to 9. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
During the test, I want you to keep your hands down by your sides. Don't start the test till I tell you.
I apologize. 1.
Don't start the test till I tell you to. Stand back here.
When do I start then?
When I tell you to start. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I need you to put your right foot in front of your left, hands down by your sides.
Yep.
Okay?
Sorry. Equilibrium.
Okay. Keep your hands down by your sides during the test.
Next came the one-leg stand test. The driver again said he had ankle problems, but Chapman insisted. Instead of recording the conditions that made the test invalid, he ignored them. So the man tried to balance while the officer waited for him to stumble. All Chapman needed was one excuse, you'd agree. And that excuse was exactly what he was about to seize.
If you fall...
Forgive me. I've broken my ankle so many times.
Okay, don't stop the test until you're finished, okay? Do you have any questions?
You tell me when to start, sir.
Correct, I do.
I'm asking.
That was a question?
That was a question.
Okay, yes.
You tell me when to start, I will start, sir.
Okay, do you have any questions about the test?
Honestly, I'd rather do a breathalyzer.
Yeah, bro is cooked. It's way too late to ask to do a breathalyzer. He shouldn't have even agreed to do the field sobriety test.
I'm completely sober. I'm just tired.
Okay.
I just traveled 4 or 5 hours.
Well, I need to have you do these tests.
I'm not. I will do it, sir. I will do it.
Okay, right foot in front of your left foot, hands down by your sides.
Yep.
Begin whenever you're ready.
Now it's okay?
Now it's okay to start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Swing. That's what you asked, correct?
That's half the test, yep. And
What
then
else am I missing?
9 heel to toe steps back.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Swing.
Okay. For this next test, I want you to stand.
The driver kept trying to explain that he was only tired and that the lights bothered him. Chapman, of course, ignored it and declared, "You can't drive." The law clearly stated that fatigue and lack of sleep were not grounds for a DUI. But once an officer marked suspicion, all logical objections no longer mattered. And soon, Chapman would take full advantage of that label to justify what came next.
With your feet together, hands down by your sides, okay?
Okay. Can
What?
I face away from the light, please?
That's fine. Stand
Sorry,
wherever.
just
Yeah, as long as you're not standing near the traffic.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay? When I tell you to start, you pick whichever foot you want, lift it 6 inches. I want you to watch your toe and count by thousands like this.
1,000.
Yeah, don't start till I tell you.
Okay.
Watch your toe, count 1001, 1002, 1003 until I tell you to stop. During the test, I want you to keep your hands down by your sides.
Understood.
Okay, if you drop your foot, pick it back up. Don't start till I tell you to.
Yeah, I apologize.
Okay? Feet together, hands down by your sides.
Yes, sir. I'm just pulling my pants.
Okay.
Feet together, hands down.
Yeah, if you drop your foot during the test, pick it back up, start back where you left off.
How much do you want me to count?
Till I tell you to stop.
Understood.
Okay?
Understood.
Pick a foot and go ahead and begin.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Sorry. If I had my hands out, because of balance.
Yep.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. I can do more, but yeah.
And then came the arrest. The irony? Up to that moment, he had no breath test, no blood test, and no valid reason beyond his own judgment. But if the officer had done everything by the book, it wouldn't have worked in his favor, now would it? He wouldn't have been free to do whatever he wanted, and this was the point where abuse of power became undeniable.
The lights are so bright.
You're not looking at any lights. I'm looking into the lights.
It's reflecting, sir.
It's reflecting off of my white face.
No disrespect.
Okay. Watch what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Straight leg. Point your toe, watch your toe. Count by thousands. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. Okay?
Yes, sir. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000. You didn't tell me how much, but I'm right there.
I told you to go until I tell you to stop.
Sorry, it's my ankles. I broke my ankles so many times.
Okay. At this point, I don't think you're okay to drive, okay? When we get back to the police station, I'll give you the opportunity to take a breath test.
The driver asked if he could at least put on his shoes and lock his car. Chapman refused. The law clearly stated that police must avoid causing unnecessary property damage, but it was easier for him to just ignore it. Ironically, the man had been fully cooperative throughout the entire encounter, and that was exactly what destroyed him.
Sir, I'm not even trying to do anything like that.
I'm not giving you the option, so you're under arrest. Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
May I secure my vehicle, sir?
Nope.
May I put my shoes back on? I'm not a threat. I'm unarmed. I'm not trying to be a threat, sir. May I put my shoes back on?
Yeah, we'll get your shoes on.
I'm not a threat, sir.
Nobody said you were a threat.
No, but what am I being incarcerated for?
What are you being what?
What am I being incarcerated for?
You're not being incarcerated. You're being arrested for DUI.
I'm not under the influence, sir.
Okay, I'll give you the opportunity to take a breath test.
May I just put my shoes back on, sir?
Yep.
So now my car's getting towed?
Yes.
At the station, they presented him with a testing form. Now he finally tried to invoke his rights, mentioning the 4th, 6th, and 10th Amendments. The problem here is that it was too late. By then, he had already done everything wrong, talked too much, agreed to the tests, allowed the arrest. When you start invoking your rights only at the station, officers see it as nothing more than games.
I can't afford that.
So the body cam footage was 2.5 hours long. I have to cut quite a bit out. So to summarize, they put him in the back of the police car. He asks for a supervisor. The supervisor comes and he pleads his case, to which the supervisor, of course, says that, you know, it's up to my officer. My officer made the arrest. He saw what happened. It's up to him. They take him back to the police station and, you know, it's pretty much boring. It's the same thing, check-in thing. But there's one particular part that I want y'all to see.
All right, I'm going to go over this form with you. I'm going to read each line and ask you if you understand after each one, okay?
I don't understand any of them.
Well, I haven't read them to you.
I know.
That's not a good start to be uncooperative.
No, I'm not trying to say I'm uncooperative. I just don't understand any of them because I know my concept.
The officer read to him that he refused the test. His driver's license would be suspended. This was the so-called implied consent law. In most states, a driver had already agreed to a breath test if requested by police. The irony was that it was often used as blackmail. Take the test or lose your license. However, wait, there was still more to this story, and it was about to get even messier.
Constitutional rights.
What does that have to do with this? I haven't even read it to you.
My 4th, my 6th, and my 10th Amendment is being violated right now.
No, it's not. So I'm going to read these to you. You can either cooperate or not. You've been arrested for an offense arising out of acts alleged to have been committed while you were driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Do you understand that?
I don't understand.
That means that you've been arrested for DUI.
I don't understand.
You are being asked to submit to a test or tests at the discretion of a law enforcement officer in order to determine the alcohol concentration in your system. You may be asked to perform a breath, blood, urine, physical test, or any combination of these. Do you understand that?
I already did so and I don't understand.
You have the right to an additional test or tests of blood taken by a person of your own choosing at your own expense. Upon your request, you'll be given the opportunity for such additional tests. You also have the right to obtain a portion of our sample of your blood for testing at your own expense.
The driver argued that he hadn't refused, he just didn't understand. Chapman still insisted on marking it as refusal. That way, he scored a double win, a DUI charge and an administrative penalty, license suspension. Everyone could now see how the police used a bureaucratic trick to win even when they had no proof. And this trick was about to seal the driver's fate completely.
You understand that?
Do not understand.
If you submit to a blood, urine, or breath test which shows an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, your New Hampshire driver's license operating privileges, non-resident operating privileges, and boating privileges in this state will be suspended. Do you understand that?
Do not understand.
If you refuse to take the test or tests, the refusal can be admissible in court. Do you understand that?
I do not. I'm not refusing anything. I just don't understand.
If you refuse to submit to a test or tests requested by the officer, your New Hampshire driver's license operating privileges, non-resident operating privileges, and boating privileges in this state will be suspended. Do you understand that?
Negative.
And are you going to sign this?
I'm not signing anything, sir.
Okay, you are.
In the end, Chapman marked it as a refusal and said that's it. The man frantically repeated that he hadn't refused, he just didn't understand. But the game was over. The system didn't care about nuances, only about the checkbox on the form. And just like that, a simple drive to visit family ended in handcuffs, a tow truck, and criminal charges.
A refusal?
No, I didn't refuse. I'm just stating I don't understand. And that's a legal contract, and it's not a contract.
Do you want to sign that you're refusing or no?
I'm not refusing. I don't understand.
I just explained it to you. What don't you understand? Because you're playing a lot of games right now.
I'm not playing no games, sir. I do not understand.
What don't you understand?
Everything.
You're playing games.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
I am requesting that you take a breath test. Would you like to take it or no?
I don't understand.
I'm letting you know that I'm marking you down as a refusal.
That's your opinion, not mine. I did not refuse. I said
it was terrible that this happened only because the man didn't know his rights. So let this be a lesson to all of you, always, and I mean always, defend your rights no matter what. Even this wasn't the last case where dirty cops got humbled when they faced a criminal, because they ended up exposed. The next case was about a man who was arrested simply because of his skin color. The driver's friend warned him to stop talking to the police because every word only built the case against him. The basic rule from the US Constitution, the Fifth Amendment, was clearly not part of these officers' training. Instead of investigating the violation, the officer approached with his gun in hand. It was obvious the chaos had started from the very beginning, but don't worry, it was about to get even worse.
So the reason why I'm stopping is for reckless driving. You're actively doing donuts in the park.
That's what I just said.
The vehicle has smells of burnt rubber.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't see the dude getting out wherever I was getting in?
I saw you in the driver's seat. That's what I saw. That's why I stopped you.
Like you
Stop talking to the cops. Stop talking. He's just building a case against you. Stop talking to him.
The officer asked the passenger for ID even though he wasn't under investigation. In Texas, the Texas Penal Code 38.02 clearly stated that you only had to identify yourself if you were lawfully arrested. When called out for lying, he dodged the question and acted like an expert. Then came the suggestion to call a supervisor, and you know what? If a cop doesn't like that idea, you can bet they're hiding something.
Really, man? Gun out, bro?
Yes, sir, Mr. Miller.
Gun out? You're a man. You need a hug, man? I'll give you a hug if you need to feel safe, bro. Thank you for not pulling your gun out on the passenger. Yeah, tell them you're scared. Tell them they need to send some cops out that aren't going to pull their guns on somebody doing whatever he was doing.
You have an ID on you, sir?
But he don't have to ID, right?
He's in the vehicle, sir.
Is he under arrest? Is he under arrest? Hey, Suarez, answer the question. Is he under arrest, yes or no?
Sir?
So does he have to ID if he's detained?
Yes, sir.
He does? You're a dumbass. Call a supervisor.
Is there 2 suspects?
Give him it. No. You're lying to him. You're lying to him, sir. He don't have to ID unless he's arrested, and you know that, dumbass. By the way, you don't have to ID unless you're under arrest.
Yeah,
and you're not under arrest for shit.
Yeah, I just like to comply.
No, comply's gonna get you shot. Yeah, comply's gonna get you shot. Watch. Look at them all. Hey, you can go back to patrol.
While one citizen tried to explain the law, another officer calmly admitted that the passenger actually didn't have to identify himself, so at least one of them knew the law, but the passenger had already handed over his ID because he was told otherwise. A classic case of manipulation, and soon that manipulation would be used to push things even further.
You can go back to patrol, man. He's cool. He ain't gonna pull his gun out no more. You really think I'm a cop? Nah. Look at my YouTube channel. And you can comply if you want. That's cool. That's cool if that's what you feel you need to do. But just so you know, if you're not under arrest, you don't have to ID.
You don't have to identify.
And don't talk to him. Stop talking to him. That's what I told him. Stop talking to him. He knows. They all know who I am. Question, because he doesn't know the answer.
What's up, Jack?
Do you have to identify yourself if you are being detained and not under arrest?
Who, us?
No, like this guy right here. Does he have to identify himself if he is only being detained and not under arrest?
He's only being detained?
Detained.
No, he didn't have to.
Yeah, the officer said, so the officer said, give me your ID. And I said, hey, does he have to give you an ID? Is he under arrest?
Yeah.
He's being detained. And I said, well, so he has to give it to you? And he says, yes. So he lied to him about getting his ID.
Okay, well, I just got here. I don't know what's going on.
I just wanted to see if
I
just wanted to see if one officer knew the correct answer, because he doesn't. Can you let him know that?
Yeah.
So he can just give him back his ID, because he didn't want to give it.
Okay. Yeah,
But
like I said,
it's
I
just
just
not
got
proper.
here. Let me see what's going on. Right now.
One of the officers admitted that he had just arrived, yet he was already distancing himself from the chaos. Still, no one returned that ID that had been taken under false pretenses. The law protecting against unlawful retention and personal information? Well, clearly unknown territory here. Instead of fixing the mistake, they continued standing in a 5-man formation as if they were guarding the president.
He probably needs to give him his ID back. He didn't want to give it.
Okay.
And the only reason he gave it is because he lied to him.
Okay.
So can we just get that right?
Awesome. It's on my car here.
I appreciate that. Oh, well, you're not sheriff anyway.
No.
No wonder.
I just got here. We got dispatch here. They already, conducted a traffic stop. We're just here to make sure everything's good.
I get it.
We're about to take off.
I get it.
So
I get it.
it's over here.
Well, we're why? Yeah, this guy right here. He's the one that they said. Like, these guys are SAPD. Yeah, because he didn't want to.
They're the ones that have your ID.
Let me go talk to the sheriff. I thought you were sheriff. Golly, it's bright. Who's the supervisor? You're the supervisor?
Right now.
Why do I gotta stand back over there?
I'm just asking you politely, sir.
Okay, I have a question, so.
Okay, well, my back is turned to you, and then.
Now, if you still weren't sure what was going on here, trust me, it didn't even matter. Honestly, there was a good chance the officers themselves didn't know. What did matter was that after this, these dirty cops were humbled because they thought they had caught a criminal. But let's get back to the video and see what happened next, because things were far from over.
You got 5 officers here and you don't feel
I
sorry?
get it, man. I understand that
It's just a polite request.
Do you know who I am?
I don't really care, sir. Can you please
I know,
stand
but
back
do
over
you
there?
know who I am, yes or no?
I don't care, sir.
I know you
Please
don't care.
stand back over there, please.
You're the one that did the MIP on the 2 and you searched them and then you wrote that you didn't search them. Dakota, wait.
Go stand back over
Dakota what? She doesn't like
We will
me.
be more than willing.
Well, you guys didn't do anything, they did.
Okay, I will talk to you over there, but let me talk to my officer right here.
Okay,
Okay, can you wait over there, please?
when you're done. Come on, man, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna film it. But Dakota did a MIP on 2 people.
Okay, let's
searched
go talk
them.
over here.
Yeah, let's go talk.
Okay.
I'm glad I ran into you.
Okay.
So quick question.
Let me deal with him first, and then I'll talk to you, okay?
Oh, that was tricky. All right, no problem.
So, what are y'all doing over here, man?
So we was just chilling over there. And I guess some guy just came and asked him for a keys or whatever, donuts or whatever. And just figured it started doing donuts.
A random guy walked up to
Yeah,
y'all.
no, we know him.
Yeah, you
but-
should never answer questions because
It's like,
what you're doing is you're.
I forgot what it was called, but it's like a trend, I guess.
What?
Like a trend, you know what I'm saying?
A trend?
Yeah.
A trend? I don't know what a trend is.
Like, you know, like, you know what a trend is?
The officer admitted that you only had to show ID if you were under arrest. Yet just a minute earlier, his colleague claimed the opposite. In a normal system, this would mean correcting the mistake, right? Here, nothing happened. Honestly, it was foolish for him to say this on camera. Do you see how confident they were, knowing there would be no consequences for them whatsoever?
Like, you don't have to help them with their investigation.
Anything, like, you know, like, popular. Yeah, like TikTok, that's a trend now. It's like that.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an acquaintance, just gonna let him drive.
Yeah.
Start acting stupid in the car.
Yeah, he was just doing donuts or whatever. So.
How do you know this guy?
Oh, that's my cousin.
That's your cousin?
Yeah.
Alright, well, hang tight. Deputy's calls will get if you want one, alright?
You gonna talk to me, Dakota?
Not right now, sir.
That's what I thought. Run away, run away. She knows I got all kinds of questions for her. Anyway, before she interrupted, so she got called by an off-duty deputy who was working at the theater, right? And what they do is if somebody pulls into the back parking lot, when she's bored, she'll sit there and wait for the call, and he'll call her on the phone, and then she runs over there real quick. Everybody out of the car, hands on the hood, searches them. She don't write shit down. She don't find nothing, get the out of here, is what she tells them. She don't write nothing. You know the problem with that. And that's just the beginning. So, I've been following her for a little while. I've never actually met her face to face though.
Okay.
Just been covertly following her and watching her stops and things like that. So she does searches without consent.
While the driver calmly explained that no violation had occurred, the officers simultaneously let him know the car would be towed. And the reason? Alleged reckless driving on private property. But without written permission from the owner, the police had no authority to enforce a misdemeanor law at that location. The Texas Code of Criminal Procedure made that boundary very clear, and private was private, but not for these officers.
But she writes that she got consent. Or she just searches and lets him go without writing anything. She's a bad one. And this dude right here, this dude told this dude, well, he told me that, yeah, if you're being detained, you have to give ID. And you said, no, you don't, right? Because that's the correct answer. Is that you or you?
It was me.
It was you. Yeah, and you know that too, right? The only time I have to give you identification is if I'm under arrest. You're detaining me for something, I should probably just shut up until you're done figuring out if I committed a crime or not. Right? Right. It's always okay to comply and give it to them. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't.
Once they're done, we'll get your ID back real quick.
We'll go with my cousin.
Like I said, I don't know. Was your cousin the one driving?
Huh?
Was your cousin the one driving?
Nah. I mean, when y'all first came, that's when we got into the car and it was leaving. But
I tell you, man, the problem with talking to the police is if he talks to him and your stories don't match, you're not going to jail.
Yeah, no. He'll tell you everything.
But yeah, I know. But I'm just saying. Generally speaking, like when you're like, let's say you say, oh, he's my friend. Well, what's his name? And let's say you only know him by his nickname, and that's all you know him by, and you're actually telling the truth. And you say, and they're like, well, that's not his name.
The officer began a school-style lecture about how you can be arrested for reckless driving on private property if you endanger others. It sounded nice, but without a witness or a complaint, it was pure speculation. When there's no real danger, the scenario of maybe you'll run someone over becomes the same as accusing someone of maybe you'll rob a bank because you have hands.
So he's not your friend, is he? Well, really he is, but now they're saying you're lying, all because you just know him by your name. You see, and they're not trying to help you, man. They're not trying to help you. They're trying to build a case.
You didn't get out of the vehicle? No. Why? No. Well, my charger.
Yeah, if you want to grab it out of the vehicle, the vehicle's going to get towed.
Wow.
Yeah. For reckless driving, doing donuts. Yes, sir.
You check with the property owner and make sure that they didn't allow that. This is private, right? This is private property. Oh, this is gonna be good. Man, gotta get the owner of the property. Unless you got a written declaration that y'all can enforce trespassing, which y'all don't. Not on this one. All right, guys, so this is private property. They have not checked with the owner. If they did, they'd find out that they have permission to be here.
Did the sheriffs pull up and they came and saw him doing donuts?
Bro, he didn't see this car doing shit.
I don't know.
And we got that all on camera. Now, we ain't trying to support any kind of breaking the law, but we are here to catch when an officer stops a car that wasn't doing nothing.
The citizen replied with the same logic. If they could arrest him for the possibility of endangering someone, they could also charge him with a murder that might happen. The police, of course, dismissed the comparison, but the truth remained. There was no victim and no complaint here. Just because they had caught real offenders in the past didn't give them the right to invent guilt today, now did it?
And says he was reckless driving and we got it on camera, he wasn't. Now, officer might have saw a car, but it wasn't that one.
Whether or not that's true,
it was not that one. It's okay. You guys are cool. Yeah, you guys are out of this.
So you understand? You can't be given a ticket, or you can be taken to jail for reckless driving on private property. As long as you're putting other people in danger, you can do that.
Who's a complainant?
I'm sorry.
Who's a complainant?
You don't need a complainant.
You don't need a complainant. Okay.
Not if you're not for reckless driving.
Who was in danger? Who was in danger?
Anybody else that he may have been doing donuts around.
Because that's what's going to be asked in court.
To my understanding is what was going on from the calls that we had calls for over 20 cars that were out here doing donuts. So what I would imagine what the situation would have been was that whoever is doing donuts was putting the other people in the area in the same parking lot at danger, because if you lose control of the car, you wreck into somebody else, or God forbid you lock somebody's leg off or you run into them while you're doing that. Yeah. That's how you put people in danger of doing reckless driving.
That's like saying you could throw handcuffs on me because I'm armed and I might shoot you. And you might as well just put handcuffs on me and charge me with murder, because that's possible, right?
You can go down rabbit holes all day.
It's possible. Y'all are going down the rabbit hole.
We're not. That's the call we got.
Yeah.
And when we got here, we saw.
Right. No. Y'all didn't. Y'all would have probably pulled over a car that y'all saw doing that.
Right.
Yeah, and that would be totally okay.
We've done that before.
And that would be totally cool. And I've seen.
The citizen admitted that he usually had no problem with police doing their job correctly, but when he saw a gun pointed at an innocent person, well, that was the line. This was the core of the problem, using force before there was proof of any offense. The right to peacefully assemble and record public officials was protected by the First Amendment, but some officers saw it as a personal insult and not a civil right.
I've seen you guys already over the past month do that.
Right.
Like legitly pull over cars that are breaking the law. And I don't say shit to y'all. I don't walk up on you. I just film. I say thank you and I have a nice night. But whenever I see the cop get out with a gun pointed at him at a car that wasn't doing nothing, I got a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's what I got a problem with. You understand? If you're doing your job, I ain't got no problem with you. Like I'm not giving you a hard time because you even answered the photo ID question correctly.
Yeah.
So I got no reason to give you a hard time. And I have no doubt that you guys would have. Well, I know Shaw. I know who Shaw is. I don't know who you are. I've seen you out often. So I know you guys, I have no reason to doubt that you guys would have only pulled over somebody or made a stop on somebody you saw break a law. That's not what he did, so that's why I got the issue with him.
I understand.
So that's all.
Hey, you got a video?
Huh?
When he was doing donuts?
Who wants it?
Hell, him over here. Yeah, I know you got the video.
The only way I'll give you my video off my camera is slap you upside. Then you can download it that way. He knows better than to ask me. Shut up! Shut up!
What are you mad about, Mr.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Well, just in case.
So I would appreciate if you didn't talk to me that way.
Just in case you're as stupid as you look and you want my video, there's only one way to get it. I'll download it to your.
I don't want your video.
Okay, that's good. Because then I'd have to go to jail after I download it.
The situation escalated when the citizen was threatened with arrest for interference simply because he criticized a female officer for illegal searches. Texas Penal Code 38.15 clearly stated that criticism and recording were not interference unless you physically obstruct their work. But here, interference meant you said something we don't like.
Okay, that's great. Okay. Nobody cares.
And Dakota, you need to stop searching people illegally without consent. You need to write it on your citations that you search them. Shut up.
Walk away because you're going to be arrested for interfering, sir.
How am I interfering? Where do you want me to stand? Where do you want me to stand?
You just came over here yelling at us as we're trying to deal with
I
this.
just need the video.
It was a mistake. I thought that y'all wanted my video.
No, If you wanted to ask me a question,
Okay.
do it in a polite manner.
Okay.
Talk to me the way I'm talking to you.
So it's not my speech that's interfering, it's what I'm saying.
It's the fact that you come over here yelling at us,
and then also
we're trying to deal with this.
I wasn't threatening, I was just letting you know.
Say that you would stop us.
I let you know if you wanted my video, there's only one way you could get it.
You can go stand over there if you would like.
But you're not going to want my video, so there's nothing that's going to happen, right?
Oh, okay, then stop talking. Nobody cares.
I don't have to stop talking.
Okay, well then just stop. Let us do what we need to do, okay? That's all we're asking.
I'm not, do what you got to do, I'm just filming.
Did you find it?
Oh, I'm getting it right now.
You want to do the phone? They should still be in the phone.
He didn't see that car do shit.
The whole situation was the result of unchecked information, false claims, and ignored rights. No one had seen the driver doing donuts, there were no damages, and no complaint from the property owner. Yet, guns were pointed, ID was taken through deception, and threats of charges were made. So what would you have done if you were in these people's shoes? If you think this was bad, well, just wait, because the next video is gonna shock you even more. Some cops take corruption and abuse to a whole new level, proving there's no limit to how low they'll go. Stick around, because what you're about to see will make you question everything even more.